how they relate to them, and I have no idea, but I know that is where it began. That's all I know.
Yeah, I think if you could define it, then we'd be doing more of it. That's the thing, is when you hit something, that's, you know, I have been obsessed with this thing, and it's been such a personal experience, and you look over and there are, you know, there are other people that identify with things that I do. That shared energy is like the coolest. It's very igniting. It spreads. You know, you like something and you can share it with your friend. Suddenly you guys love it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because you share it, and I think, I mean, I don't know why this thing was the one that people became obsessed with, but it was sort of just lit. This is odd.
Hi.
Right?
Hi, Joanna Staniska, Polish press correspondent. Just a quick question, because since you started shooting Twilight, you started in different movies and different projects, and if you want it or not, you have this label, a guy or a girl from Twilight. Is it a burden for you, or is it a label that you wear with pride? Did it help you with different projects or not?
Yeah, I suddenly, like astonishingly become, the access that we all have is ridiculous, and it's the hugest compliment if people, especially fans of the book, people that actually call me the Twilight Girl and mean it, rather than like, I don't know, well, whatever. That is the biggest compliment. I mean, like, please pigeonhole me. You know what I mean? That means I did it right. That means if somebody who is fanatically obsessed with this book and these movies, if they always say, it's kind of weird for me to watch her in other stuff, it's like, great, perfect. That's a compliment. So no, man, it's done, like, it's thrown me into the greatest position I could ever possibly, like, fake cool. Like, this isn't even, the access and the challenge that we have ahead of us, like, you couldn't ask for, I mean, and the challenges are my favorite things, and like, this is like, you know, now I'm allowed to challenge myself the way I want to, rather than falling into things, you know? It's awesome.
Hey guys, over here. So there was so much hype in the first Breaking Down Part 1 about the sex scene. So I'm asking this for the fans. Mackenzie, I feel like you have to cover your ears, I'm sorry. Are we gonna get some vampire sex scenes? I mean, Kristen, Rob sort of threw you under the bus, saying it was your fault that it was almost R in the first one. So what can you tell us about this?
The ratings, man. It's a tricky thing. I think, how do you have, Mackenzie, go away. How do you have, like, because we're supposed to have mind-boggling, otherworldly in Breaking On 1, and so and like we really, this is weird. Trying to keep the first one like sweet. It was like really like just felt like discovery and like it was so not like nothing about this series is raunchy, and I know that, and no, but in
That's the point, Kristen.
Shut about that. But in the
Where's Mackenzie's swear jar?
yeah, it's fine. I'll just open a hospital.
Talking about sex and swearing.
But in the second one, we just wanted it to be animals. You're not humans anymore. It's like, how do you do that? We tried, and they told us that it was rated R, and we're like, so, yeah, I'm gonna stop.
Okay, well, we only have time for 2 more questions. I think someone has a mic over here.
Hi, Stephenie. Sorry to go a little, I'm over here on the left. Sorry to go off topic, but can you tell us a little bit about the host? Like, did you write the second and third books? And can you tell us, you know, were you trying to achieve the same kind of like love triangle The first, with the first Twilight?
No, actually the host was totally a palate cleanser for me. I wanted to do something a little different than just romantic love. I mean, romantic love obviously is in there because I enjoy writing about that and kind of living it a lot. There's nothing coming out soon in that series book-wise. As far as the host movie goes, I'm really, really excited about it. It's beautiful, so I can't wait for people to see that.
Hey guys, Mark Walters is a big fan of Boy.com, and I guess I'm honored to have the very last question of the very last Twilight press conference. If for each of you, everybody, is there one particular personal memory that you'll take away from this? Maybe like a prank on the set, something that happened that just really sticks out in your mind from the whole experience that like you'll always have?
Mackenzie.
For me, it'd probably be the entire thing because every moment was exactly perfect. Because every moment was a thing that I will cherish forever.
Okay, hold on now. How much money was in your swear jar at the end? What was your total? She never got a dime from me. As far as pranks, I will just say that I won. I did. But I think one of my favorite memories, last week of shooting, we were doing the nighttime wedding stuff. We all knew it was done, and I mean, you're excited, because we get to go home, and we get to sleep for 8 hours a night, and I get to see my kids more. And so that was, there was a lot of it being ready to be done. But it was also really sad, because you're not going to get to hang out with everybody as much anymore. And I remember sitting, we kind of all sat in the garage, because it was the warmest place in the Cullen house. And sitting in there, just everyone kind of hanging out, and Kristen's in that gorgeous wedding dress. And we're all chilling out in camp chairs, and just, knowing that it's almost over, and just kind of enjoying being with each other, because it's not going to be like that again. And that was really my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's hard to pick the one moment, but the last week shooting the wedding, walking down the aisle, even maybe like, heavy stuff.
I just remember when it started getting closer to the finish of filming, and we hit like the 3-week marks. There was like 3 weeks left. I kept telling myself, all right, it's time to like start soaking up every moment, because I know that when this finishes, I'm gonna want to go back in time. I'm gonna want to do this again, and
Put yourself in your body now.
right. We were super tired and exhausted. It was a 7-month shoot, but it was like put that aside. 2 weeks left, 1 week left. Soak up everything, and I'm super. We probably all did that, but it was. I'm glad that I did that, because I do remember every single moment up until the last day, and that was.
My last scene with him was about a week before I was going to be finished completely, and I didn't know that it was my last scene with him, and he was like, looked at me, he was like, "This is it, buddy." And I was like, it just, I didn't think about it, and then so at that moment, and it's like one of my favorite scenes in the first one, so we were already being emotional. It's like when we danced together after the wedding, and it was like, wow, this is like what it's about, man. It felt really good.
That's like really good. I was thinking about pranks and stuff. I remember when Peter stole a bike. That was hilarious. God, I even forgot what the question was.
Come on, man, what's that one moment?
Your favorite personal
This
moment.
is it, this is over.